For Komodo dragons in particular, incubation time is going to be 8 to 9 months. So we were sitting on these eggs for a long time, really hoping something would happen. And last month, on August 4th, Kate, actually, one of my coworkers, came in and noticed the eggs looked a little out of place. And we had 3 of these guys running around and ready to go. So they are a little over a month old right now. So probably a little bit over a foot long, and we're all around about 100 grams. Interesting thing about Komodo dragon babies is a lot of times you see the adults and they're all on the ground and they look kind of awkward and they lumber, but the babies are completely arboreal, so they like to climb, and that's what he's doing right now. He is trying to use me as a tree. It's an adaptation that the babies have in order to escape the adults, so they can stay safe. When they're in the trees, they cannot be eaten by the adults, and that's going to be their main predator is going to be larger Komodo dragons. And we are very squirmy because we're trying to climb. But yeah, so we have 3. We do think that perhaps all 3 of these guys, from the same clutch of course, they're going to be parthenogenic. And parthenogenesis basically means that the female reproduced without the male. She did not need him at all. And she sort of replicated her DNA and made potentially clones are a little bit different, but they're all 100% hers and pretty much genetically identical to her. It's a really interesting adaptation that only a few herps have. Komodo dragons are just one of the few. We are going to get a little bit of blood from these little guys, and also Charlie, our female, send that out and go ahead and get some DNA testing to find out if they are in fact parthenogenic or if they are cadals. Either way, we're ecstatic that we hatched these out. These are our first. We're gonna try to keep them together in their group of 3 for as long as we can, until perhaps we might need to separate them. If they are parthenogenic, their genetics might not be the best for reproducing, but there are still tons of zoos that would be lucky to have these guys, and we of course would love to hold on to maybe one of them. But if they are in fact the result of Charlie and Cadal, then they are going to have pretty valuable genetics. And at some point, the coordinator of the SSP, the Species Survival Program for these guys, is going to give us a recommendation, and we're going to have to part ways with these guys and send them to a new facility where they will be matched up with another female or male, depending on what we find out they are. And they will continue to support the SSP and hopefully produce offspring wherever they go.